All right, so this is not my typical video, so sorry to the subscribers, but I watch a lot of videos, educational shit, and theories, conspiracy theories, and a lot of things of that nature. Majority of conspiracy theories they have a lot of truth to them, so they're not really, as false as most people think they are. It's not like far left theories or whatever. But there's this Mandela effect that's out. For those that don't know about the Mandela effect, it is when Mandela got out of prison or passed away in 2013. A lot of people remember that I believe he either got out of prison in 2013. No, he I forgot when he passed away in 2013. But a lot of people remember Mandela passing away in prison in the 1980s. So it's like a theory that it's a mass amount of people that believe that certain things are happening in history that's being erased is the main thing. Like people are going back in time and changing one aspect or one factor or whatever the case may be. So this particular, I was just watching a video where a guy explained that Forrest Gump. This is an example of the Mandela effect. How he says everybody remembers that Forrest would always say life is like a box of chocolates. In the movie it says life was like a box of chocolates. So this is like a small Mandela effect where time is like altering and changing and things, right? But for that prime example of the video I just finished watching, if I'm a parent telling my child life is like a box of chocolates, right? And then my child grows up to recite what was always told to them, told past tense. There we go. Because in the present tense, I'm telling you, life is like a box of chocolates. So when you repeat it, is my mother or father always told me that life was like a box of chocolates. In present tense, my life is like a box of chocolate. In past tense, and Forrest's mother is, I think she's dead at this point in time as he's reciting it to the stranger on the fucking bench that he offered chocolate to. Then I seen another video where somebody offered up proof that he actually said that, which came from like cut scenes. You get what I'm saying? Where multiple scenes. It's not what was actually put in the actual factual movie. And the dude that first cut the tape or whatever, he actually has the shit on VHS that he got from like a swap meet or some shit. So he played it from YouTube. It said what it said. Then he played it on from the cassette and it said what it said. The cassette has a print date on it, some old ass shit. They're not making VHSs no more. So it's not like they redid this shit instead of that nature. Now, another big thing is Shazam. Kazam and Shazam. I'm a Sinbad fan. I love Cherokee Kid. I love House Guest for sure with him and Phil. I loved I forgot the name of the movie protecting the president's son. Things of that nature. So a lot of people think that Shazam was real. Shazam never fucking existed. It never did. My lady is one of those, I remember him playing a genie, but can't tell me a scene from the movie. Everybody seems to love this movie, but can't recite a line. And if they do recite it, most people that do recite a line from the movie or scene or whatever, they're saying the exact shit from Kazam. It's like they replaced Sinbad with Shaq with Sinbad. I remember Shaq playing the genie. I also remember Sinbad doing some shit on TV where he was dressed as a genie, but it wasn't a show. You know what I'm saying? Which he later proved and shit. It was he was showing a movie or something. I don't know. Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger or some shit he said or whatever. But he was dressed as a genie for like some shit. So a lot of people, which I'm thinking happened, seen this nigga dressed as a genie, right? And their mind warped thinking that this nigga was a motherfucker named Shazam. I don't know if he said for the time being, if it may have been improv, where he's like, hey, my name is Shazam. That's the shit niggas need to pull up. The fucking commercial or whatever the fuck he was doing, the interlude, being a host to that. But as an individual that paid attention to Sinbad from different world and shit and up, I don't understand how so many people think that this existed. And I was starting to think that it's just a running joke for the most part, to be real with you. I was talking to my lady, she's like, yeah, it existed. I'm like, no, it didn't. It just never existed. He even said it never existed. They're like, oh, he paid them off. One dude was like, yo, the movie came out in 93 and Kazam came out in 94. So if my movie came out first, I'm the prominent actor. I'm kind of big at the time. Shaq is big because of whatever. You get what I'm saying? Why? It's like when Paul Blart came out, Mall Cop, and Observe and Report. Observe and Report didn't get swept under the rug and they paid them to take the movie down. It just didn't do well because Paul Blart came out and Paul Blart was more family friendly, whatever. So years from now, if they tried to say, Observe and Report never came out, then that's a whole nother story. But Observe and Report came out. It just didn't do as well as Paul Blart. Two mall cops. One was hella rude. I'm more of a fan of Observe and Report than Paul Blart. I still watch Paul Blart. So if Shazaam came out and he's a totally different nigga, a totally different individual, whatever, why is it that people think that Kazam comes out, they're gonna totally wipe this motherfucker out? If he did come out in 93 and Kazam came out in 94, it's a whole year before that people could have got to grow and love and whatever, but they can only recite Kazam. They can only tell you what happened to Kazam. They can tell you that I love him as a genie, but don't have no evidence of him as a genie. Nowhere in this world evidence exists. It's been completely like erased. But you can remember it. If the ability is to do that, why not just erase it in general? And if, let's say, time travel, right? And I love shit like this. I think it exists. But for the sake of this, if somebody goes in the past to pull something out of the situation or erase it past-wise, right? Our current thought process would erase, especially for most masses. It's like shit changes, you get what I'm saying? If something is altered in the past, shit changes in the future. Now, don't be drastic and say, yo, Sinbad, whatever, and they alter Sinbad shit, so now we have global warming. It's like, nah, that's ridiculous. But, long story short, half of that shit that niggas think existed did not exist. Mandela died when he fucking died. He never died in the 80s. A lot of people say clone shit or whatever. Gucci Man is fucking Gucci Man. Niggas grow up. Don't want to be on fuck shit no more because nobody wants to fucking die early. Hello, wake the fuck up, little dumbass niggas. No clone there. That's regular ass Gucci Man. He just rather be up in his lady shit and not into the fuck shit no more. It's growing up. How many times you gonna be hanging around your dumbass friends, sucking each other off and doing a whole lot of dumb shit? You want to be up under your lady. Be up under your lady. You don't want to be in the streets all goddamn day. Nigga, go from boulder crust to mansions and live in that goddamn boulder crust. Whatever the fuck you want to call or whatever. But here nor there. Thank you for joining me for this. My regular subscribers, I'll get back to the reactions. They'll come whenever they come. And pardon the beard, it's a job thing. I know I look crazy like a fucking creep. But peace, yo.